Pisces Rising, October 2021 is actually, this is gonna be one of my favorite signs to talk about this month because you have a ton going on in very behind the scenes areas of your life. Could be just investing, given that like the way that you invest your money is it's not something you're generally able to explain clearly. Could also mean top secret things. If you're one of those people, hit me up. I want to work for you. If you're excited to dive into what this October holds out for you and your rising sign, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you are always up to date on what the stars have in store for you. Hi there, I'm Maren. I am a Western astrologer using the tropical zodiac within whole sign houses for the purposes of this video. And before we do get started, I do want to mention Swan Bitcoin, the safest, easiest place to buy Bitcoin on a regular basis. If you're like me and you believe in Bitcoin and how important it is, you might be buying in monthly, dollar cost averaging every interval on whatever time frame works for you. I like to buy monthly through Swan, and if you use my referral link down below, you will get $10 of free Bitcoin upon your first purchase. So if you want to use it, no pressure, it's down there, yeah. So we start out on the 1st with Venus, the planet of love, beauty, harmony, money, aesthetic, pleasure, etc. in your 8th house, and it is strong in its own sign. So it could mean that you're coming into more money through investments, inheritance, putting your money in shared resources like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, etc. Or it could mean that things are going very well with information that you're sharing on a top secret level and you're feeling comfortable or getting the information, like you're getting intelligence from a source that you've been waiting on arriving with. However, it's squaring Pluto in your Capricorn 11th house. So Pluto, planet of manipulation and power plays, in your 11th house of groups, friends, and networking could mean that your friends, groups, or parties, groups that your companies that you're connected with are pressuring you or manipulating you to act a certain way around this money or this information that may not be in your best interest. On the 5th to the 10th, the Sun will conjoin Mars in your Libra 8th house. Now, the Sun and Mars are very assertive, masculine planets, and together they do represent a very go-getter energy, but the fact that they're in Libra, a sign that avoids conflict, is showing a bit of passive-aggressive dynamics around investing money or sharing of resources in your life that could mean that you're trying to step up to the plate without ruffling feathers, but that it's not doing what you want to do or need to do as a result. On the 6th, though, there's a new moon in your Libra 8th house, a new beginning around these confidential shared resources or just investing and money in your own life. This won't apply to most people, but the 8th house can deal with what happens after death. So it can deal with if you've lost a family member, a lot of recuperation from that. If that doesn't apply to you though, then the 8th house, I have an 8th house stellium, I don't have any deaths in my life. So just an example of 8th house sharing of resources that can happen in that situation. If it doesn't apply, it doesn't apply. On the 9th though, there's a Sun-Mercury cazimi, a Sun-Mercury conjunction in your 8th house of, investing. I'm just gonna stop saying it. You know what the 8th house is at this point. And a cazimi is an illumination of information, like you're getting a download or finally the clarity is there. On the 16th to the 18th, the Sun in your Libra 10th house is squaring Pluto in your Capricorn 11th house. So again, this illumination of sharing of something important is being troubled by what groups or external parties have a vested interest in manipulating you to do. Watch out for that. On the 18th, two big things. So first, Mercury is stationing direct in your 8th house, especially closer to the end of the month once Mercury clears shadow. Communication and resource sharing in this area of your life will become easier. And on the 18th, Jupiter is stationing direct in your Aquarius 12th house. So moving forward with progress around spirituality, mental health, getting rid of poor habits, and really holding yourself mentally accountable will start being easier again now forward for the rest of 2021. On the 18th through the 20th, Mars in your Libra 8th house will trine Jupiter in your 12th. So going after being clear and more direct about your investments or information you're sharing is actually going to help your mental health and may literally, as shown here, help you sleep better. On the 20th, there's a full moon in your Aries 2nd house, a high point, a chapter ending, a letting go, completion, celebration around money or finance in your own life, which seems very resonant around this time. And on the 21st to the 23rd, Mars in your 8th house will be squaring Pluto in your 11th house. This is the finale of I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna cut the cord or go after something in my investments or around information. And this might mean that it pisses off or is not playing into the power manipulation of people that I'm associated with, but I'm going to do the thing anyway. On the 26th through the 28th, Venus is now in your Sagittarius 10th house of career. So you are coming across very well, getting opportunities, promotions, publicity is going well for you. And this is squaring Neptune in your 1st house. So you might be a little confused about how you're portrayed. You might be a little confused or just not being honest around what's going on in your career right now. So look for either being unaware and letting it stay that way or just literally not being sure about what's going on in your career. On the 29th to the 30th, the Sun in your Scorpio 9th house will square Saturn in your 12th house. So now the illumination around foreign or long distance travel, maybe moving abroad, maybe just traveling or embarking on a new higher educational degree or journey, is squaring Saturn in your 12th house, where you just have an innate bad mental feeling or aren't sure if you're mentally up for the task of going after this newfound large-scale plan. So definitely switches gears end of the month for more publicity, but things behind the scenes are what dominates this October. So if you have any thoughts, any comments, anything to share about what's coming up for you before we do get into the tarot card for your sign, do leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear how this October looks for you and any things that are corresponding to already plans you know are on the way. The tarot card that we have for Pisces Risings this month, we have the Magician reversed. I think I've pulled almost all reversed cards this October for people, but there will be a Mercury retrograde, so it makes sense. So this in this trading view deck is called the Trader, but it's the first card. It is the Magician, and the Magician is ruled by Mercury. It's about your mental faculties to like create magic through the mind and like be very articulate and dedicated with where you place your focus. However, when it's reversed, it's telling you that instead of trying to use logic here, you're going to have to use your intuition, and it's not going to make sense. Like, stop trying to be smart or clever and just do what there's a weird signal on my camera right now. I'm not going to try to figure it out. I have a feeling that I clicked something with this video, and that's just my fucking intuition. Like, don't try to be high IQ. Be low IQ this month. It's going to make you more money and more safety. So if you enjoyed this, I would love to hear from you down below. Any thoughts, comments, critiques, concerns, do comment. And also make sure that if you are enjoying this, you do give me a like. It helps out in the algorithm. So besides that, I wish you a very happy October, happy Scorpio season starting out by the end of the month, Libra into Scorpio season. I'm a mess filming this during Virgo season. It's been a long ass day. But yeah, take care, and I will see you in the next one.